feel. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You know how I feel. You know how I feel. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
test, test, test. All right, let's see what we got. I'll turn it up just a little bit. All right, let's see. Okay, this is me. All right. Okay, sweet. So Claire is here. Shayna is here. Nice. Tiff is here. Thank you, guys. Sweet. Yeah, welcome to a slightly new arrangement with our stream here. I'm not going to show you because I'll do a picture or something later, but I have updated my stream desk. I did something I really recommend if you're doing a fast like I actually am still on it, but if you're doing one, if you can come up with some other project to work on while passing the time, it really helps. And especially something new, because it's kind of like trigger-free land when you're in there. So anyway, so I built this new desk, and I built it to make my life easier with the stream and to give me something to do and to be kind of artsy, and I'm super proud of it. And then today, just randomly, I was like, oh shit, I bet our class anniversary's coming up, and it's this Friday. It was the very first time that we streamed, and Tara, Rex, and Ann were all at the first class, I'm pretty sure, and it went on Facebook, and it was a streaming nightmare. It was absolutely horrible. You had to listen to it on YouTube and watch it on Facebook, and but it was still fun as hell on our end, and we had no idea it was that bad. Oh, sweet, Heidi, sweet. Welcome back. So it means a lot to me to have Tara here for it. She's been here from the beginning, and she's a huge support behind the scenes, and then she shows up and she's willing to learn new things in front of people, and it means a lot to me, so thanks. In a second you'll see Anne. This will probably be the last night of having all these green screens behind them, because I probably won't need it after the sun starts to come in through, or be able to do it anyway. So anyway, there's Anne. Wave Anne. There we go. Yeah, if you really want to trip, go back and look at the second class. Actually, I don't know if you can see the pictures there, but that's how I first streamed. I didn't even clean up. And I just let things rip, and I think I had one camera that was going through my laptop that was whirling the whole time because it was completely overwhelmed. And so anyway, I hope that it looks like we've come a long way.
It does.
Okay, sweet, Dorothy, welcome. Yeah, so anyway, I want to make sure I leave some space in this opening for you to share comments. Like you're doing right now, because we really appreciate them. I appreciate them. And the thing is that, there's lots of different anniversaries happening right now, but one of them is this all started because of the pandemic. And we, I don't know what it's happening in your particular country where you are, but it is clear that the U.S. is opening back up. And numbers aren't going up. And so, my fingers crossed, and, I'm going to play my part, but hopefully this thing. And so we've been through what might be ending, and not this stream, but just this trauma that came over us for 2 years. And no matter what your stance on the whole thing is, it was definitely 2 years you'll remember, clearly. And so thank you for sharing that time with me, and thank you, Ann and Tara, for being a part of this as we shared that time. This was always just supposed to fill a space, and I can't believe we're 2 years later. As far as the future of the stream, I want to keep going as long as there's interest. The numbers kind of always stay the same, and so I'm cool with that, and it's fun for me, and I like hanging out with people, so we'll keep going that way. So,
Can I also just give you a shout out for giving me shelter during the beginning of COVID when I really needed it?
And I don't know if you guys can hear her. Hey, Danielle. Hey, Jennifer. Yeah, the older classes were fun. Sarah was with us in the beginning. But Anne wanted to say, give me a shout out. She said through the mic. Wanted me to say through the mic because she stayed here. She was living in the house with me because she couldn't be in her house because of COVID lockdowns, just to be safe. And so she became, what did they call it, a pod? Yeah, so the three of us were a pod, you know, more or less. Okay, so feel free as the night goes on to share comments about your last 2 years or how things are going or whatever. And if you dig a song or you like a song or, you know, whatever. If you don't like a song, you don't really need to comment on it. Oh, sweet, Nora Jane. Thank you for saying that. So, yeah, I mean, I want to make something clear, too. I think by now everybody gets the vibe, but, you know, this is supposed to be a stream you can jump in, you know, like some of you have perfect attendance, like you never miss a jam, and then some of you, you know, catch it here and there, and that's all baked into the strategy. You know, it's really meant to just be a weekly resource for people, bi-weekly resource for people. Is that right? If it happens twice a week, is that bi-weekly? Yeah. Bi-weekly event, sometimes tri-weekly event. All right, so I'm going to get going, and I'm feeling like a feel-good type class. If you have a request for technique, you can definitely shout it out to me. I am thinking, I also can't find my bandana again. Oh, wait, sweet. Yay. Tara saves the day. Nice. All right. Rex loves hooping, but he's not a Sway fan. Right. He's about to get a big treat, though. Oh, sweet. Audible breath in. Thank you for your comments, y'all. Hey, Carl. Audible breath in. Audible breath in. It took me forever to finally understand the phrase, bend but don't break. I had heard that phrase, I had probably used that phrase, but I never understood that phrase until the story of Anna. Until the story of a young woman running across a barren desert land towards two giant trees on the horizon that are moving and bending with the strong wind, the same wind that's facing her. And as she runs towards the two trees and they come into focus, she learns from the two trees. She thinks of her running feet as roots. And when the wind blows, she rolls like the branches. And when the wind faces her, she falls back only into the grip of her roots. And when the wind passes, she returns upright. She's bending, not breaking. Audible breath in. Open. Open. Rolling with it. Returning upright. Audible breath in. Okay. All right, well, you guys can stay on the ground or in sway if you want to. I'm going to pick up my hoop though. And you have the option, if you want, to join me in point technique, or you can keep moving. Audible breath in. When I started this live stream, the hoop nerd in me thought this will be the way that I can finally teach two-point technique. Because it takes lots of practice. And if I stream twice a week and I talk about two-point at least once every class, then I might finally open two-point to some people, and maybe they'll have an experience like joy like I have from it. Audible breath in. The spirit of two-point is two birds flying. Open. Open. Big breaths into the body, in and out. Open, open. There was a drama teacher when I was in junior high school that told us she wanted us to breathe all the way into the body. And I thought she was absolutely crazy. She said, if you're going to be good actors and actresses, you're going to need to control your breath. One of the ways we controlled it was with audible breathing. So self-conscious about it, but I breathed in audibly, out. I heard my body live. Open, open. Okay, I love that track. Isn't that great? I've played that one before because it's so good. How are you guys feeling?
Great.
All right, guys. Sorry, I'm gonna save you guys with my drinking thirst for. Actually, my friends, if you guys could grab some water. Give me 10 seconds. I need to adjust the lighting because the sun has gone down, and now it is a little too bright. All right. Oops. I don't know if I can get it. All right, that's gonna be bad. Where the camera is. Okay. All right. Here we go. Sorry, guys. Thanks for that. Okay. I am kind of feeling this 2-point technique, and so I'm hoping maybe we can have kind of a combination tech flow class. Well, wrong background, but whatever. So I thought we would talk a little bit about 2-point, okay, cool. Contact GUI, and we're going to start with like just a hinge type feeling. So I'm going to bring the hoop into my core, bring my lower. Oh, well. Sorry about that, Jackie. So I'm holding it here, right? And this is just sort of an opening rhythm that you can get into where you're feeling the hoop pressed against you. I've got my lower hand on the inside. I'm just creating a simple hinge. And then if I want to go all the way around, I swing it back, let both hands come up like this, and then I bring the other hand back around. And I do this kind of thing. But that's just one move, and that's not really what we're going to be working on for the whole exercise. But what we are going to be exploring is just using that phenomenon or that feeling, right, of creating a point on the core, then using the other hands in relation to that point on the core. Boom. And you can get super quick. And I'm hugging the hoop towards me. So right now, if you're struggling to get any of this at all, and most of us have done all this, but my right hand is on the bottom and it's on inside the hoop. My left hand is on top, and I'm holding it about where my wrist is. And I'm bouncing back and forth here. And then if I want to, I can go to any side I want to, but if I go, let's say I'm going to go to I'll go towards the lower hand. I go towards the lower hand, the hands come up. Boom, boom, boom. This would be the one-handed, this is kind of like just sort of hugging this quick snap. Boom, 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 boom. That's not exactly 2-point, but that's, as far as like hoop path or workshop people, that they would know what that is 2-point. Meaning that like people that have had it before would know. So I'll help you get started with this. One thing that helps is footwork. And warrior style can really help you find kind of a new sort of pace with your contact gooiness, which is what we're basically doing right now. And one thing that helps some people is to change your focus. 90% of the time, we're focused on the inside wall of the hoop, right? In contact, it can be helpful to find it by thinking about the outside wall of the hoop. How is that touching the body? That's kind of what creates goo and creates, well, what people generally refer to as contact hooping. I am doing this in point technique. this would be if I did it in open samurai technique, if I had it wrapped between my fingers or whatever. Threading it through the fingers can really allow you to do some cool things with the same move that you were just using. But now you're giving it 2 pivot points on each hand. Oh, sorry, John. My dash. Just gonna come back. All right. This would be me more or less doing the same thing with complete full grip, full samurai. Same thing. Okay, all right. Oops, let's just stop. Yep, okay. Okay, so is this too techie? Is this class too techie?
No, and I just wanted to say that I was really enjoying using, like, going onto the body and using, like, the third contact point.
Anne says she liked going onto the body and using the third contact point. T? Tara said the same thing. Okay, sweet. Hey, Cass, thank you for being a part of this stream. Thank you. Number 2. I did not set this stuff up that well, but whatever. Okay. That's because I'm supposed to be here. Okay. All right. So we're talking a little bit more about this sort of hug thing, and we're going to develop, tonight we're going to give 5 minutes to working on using your arms to create these hinges. And so I just want to be clear, I'm going to show you one, but there would be 1,000 million different ones, okay? So if I'm holding the hoop on my hands here, and I bring them onto my chest, then I create what's called a fold, and I can, figure out how to do this. And no matter what size hoop you have, you can pretty much do this one. And then I can take one hand free and keep one hand rooted there, and then I've got this kind of thing happening. And then I can switch hands. Boom. And then you can start to kind of walk, and I'm not going to really it's too clumsy and weird for me to sort of show it to you, but you can start to walk. Let's see, how did I do it? Okay, here we go. Oh, there we go, yeah. Sorry. Fuck, I'm forgetting it right now. Huh. Anyway, I'm here and I'm coming up. How was that? Oh, okay, I remember. Well, never mind. Okay, so anyway, I'm here. I'm creating a hinge here on my hand, and then I've got this other arm to do whatever. And then at any point, I can use any of my other techniques, my bounce back and forth or whatever. And then I can start to create these super quick little folds in this with the same concept that's doing this. Boom, 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 boom. All right, let's try some music to it and see if it helps. But we need the right song for this. Yeah, okay, this will work. I don't think I played this recently. Actually, okay, I want to change that a little bit. That's not what I want to hear. I want to hear something a little funkier because bring a slightly different energy to this. Oh, shit. That's not the song I thought it was. This. Here we go. This is what I thought. Okay, sorry, y'all. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Doing a version, pretty cool version. We need to get more view. There we go. Yeah. Sorry. There we go. We've done that variation before. Remember when we've done these, when we do these pulls across here. Hey Rita. Oh, you're very welcome. When we do these pulls across here, I can come in and do that, stop it with the hand like that. So it looks like this. Basically what Ann was just doing without walking it. That's okay, Tiff. We'll be here. Okay. Yeah, hold on one second. Okay, sweet. All right, so how are you guys feeling?
Good.
So, Louisa, I will try to break that move down a little bit more. I was realizing it was weird because I haven't done it in a while. I was just realizing that I didn't think I would get there tonight, and so it's taking me a minute to get back into it. But once I have it back in my memory, we'll talk about it on class. Okay. Oops. Yeah. Okay. All right. So now I want to do a few more things about 2-point in general, and then we'll move into like more free hoopy type stuff. And what we're going to talk about tonight is we're just going to play with 2-point folds a little bit more. And instead of we're just going to do nice, easy ones back and forth. We're not going to do hops tonight. I mean, you can, but we're just going to do nice, easy transitions. My top hand's on the inside, my bottom hand's on the outside. And as the hoop goes from one part of the body to the other part, those hands switch. And then once you start to develop that switch, you'll be surprised at okay, cool, yeah, I tried to do it several times, Louisa, for that very purpose, that maybe you can slow it down. But this is me doing the same movement that I'm doing here. You see how it's not hitting my core when it comes across? It's not banging into me. That's the same thing I'm doing here. The hoop is not touching me, and what's happening is my hands, I don't know if you can see it, this will probably be better on replay, but one hand's pointing up, the other hand is pointing down so that I can keep it on the back. And so this other hand, as it comes towards my right side, my right hand is going to stop the hoop, just like it was doing here, but it's going to stop it on the outside wall. And sometimes it helps me to do this on my wrist, to do this movement on my wrist. When it comes to the right, I'm stopping it with my right hand on the outside wall. When it comes to outside wall, no, when it's coming to my right, I am stopping the hoop with my right hand on the outside wall. Boom, boom, boom. I'll show you again. So I'm here, I'm going up and coming over here. You see how my hands are switching? Boom. They're going to do the same thing on the horizontal now. One hand is pointing up to the sky, one hand. Yeah, and then I've got to.
Oh, it's different.
Tara's got it.
Okay, I understand.
Okay, hopefully you guys got it. Let's play with this and see what happens. So it'll be kind of an upbeat song to play with this. Now remember, actually I like this one better. Now remember that you don't have to do, they don't have to do, nobody has to do anything you don't want to. And so you can, any hoop path class, you can step off and do your own thing and, whatever, however you're feeling it. We're not quite at the free hoop, so we got a little bit more class to go. I'm going to demo the hell out of this so I can show you guys what's going on. This is me doing it side to side. Pro tips. There's a few little pro tips you can try. One is to really tighten your core spin. That's one of the things that works for me. Like to tighten it, to tighten the core, and then just move as quickly as you can so that you're getting a lot of oomph on the hoop coming from the core instead of your arms. So this is me kind of just going ape shit with the technique, but this is kind of like, you can almost make the hoop look like it's floating. And then if you're a serious geek, you can do this inside the hoop. It's kind of hard, but it looks something like this. Yeah. Okay, so Tara's asking me to do this again, so I'll give you guys the benefit of her question. Okay, so inside the hoop, when I'm inside of the hoop here, you can get the motion first with the turning by doing the old school and Humphreys like hug breaks back and forth, where I'm inside of the hoop and I'm bouncing it that way, and then I could take my hands and put one inside the hoop. Let's see, how's this gonna work? Let's see, what's the best way I can tell you how to get into this? Actually, what's that? Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay, so that's how, maybe that's how we should do it. So let me turn this down. This is crazy. Okay, so they said I got into this from the shoulders. So I could go into the shoulders, I could do a double paddle with both hands outside, night side facing out here, and then push the other, before I run out of gas, the other hand, so I'm gonna go from here to here. Boom. Or whichever side I'm stopping it, right? So, let's see. Yeah, okay. It's almost easier just to do it even super fast, so it's like boom. Yeah, that's right. So if you know old school hoop path terminology, Ann is pointing out that essentially this is like doing a first tree break, and she's right. That's the hand the hoop is going away from. That's what we call the AM hand since like 2017 or whatever. No, it can be either. It can be either. No, it can be either if you're doing it. All right, let's bring this. Yeah, all right, so let's I don't. Let's see. This is the move. You see, I'm stopping it with my hand is reaching across the body and creating the stop on the outside. So it's a first tree break. Yeah, no, you might be doing the inverse or something. So if I do it super quick, then the hoop is going to stay stuck a little bit more. I don't know if I'll see if you guys can see from behind, like. All right, I think maybe we should. Yeah, our arms are probably on fire. Yours? No. Okay. All right. Well, let's do. We're gonna get. Let's do some. I'm gonna let some of this stuff soak in. You guys can fire questions if you want to, and we'll just play with a fun upbeat song for one. And you can try any of this stuff or not, and then especially for you guys online, if y'all have any questions, you can fire them away. I'll demo the technique more. I would just say this technique for me was hard to get. You have to be very quick with your hands. Boom, boom. And of course, the reason I love showing this move though is because of all the options. Like, because once you feel like you can start to do this, and then you flip it over and you start to do this, then you just start to feel like you can really put the hoop any 3D space that you want to, just rolling it off your hands. Okay, all right, it's about 8:55, or 7:55, sorry. So we're not in the second hour just yet. Do you guys have anything you want to share, say, or ask? What's your...
breakthrough with the kind of different little first tree variation break, you know, kind of I found a little rhythm with it during the song.
Nice, you found a little rhythm with it. Sweet. Okay, well, that's a good idea. Let's try. I want to do one more sort of high energy type song, but we're only going to do it for a couple of minutes. Mm-hmm. And we're going to do it just to integrate what we just did into our core hooping. So I'm going to semi-guide you through this. Hey, buddy. All right, I'm going to semi-guide. Now, obviously, when I'm going in here to the waist and I want to pull one of these moves off, I mean, there's really not one that I think is like your go-to. It's not your go-to. Actually, let's not even talk about the waist. Let's just go up to the shoulders. Reverse. Reverse. And then just play with shifting your weight forward, like onto the front of your feet or to the back. I love this track. I always love this track. And if you can start to lower it a little bit. Like mine's going across my stomach right now. I'm going to take it and put it across my hips. Or I can just travel small little amounts of chi, just bringing it up to my stomach and pushing it back down to my waist. Sometimes if you're trying to chi the hoop up, it can be helpful to like breathe in, you know? Lower the hoop, it's easy to just breathe out. Oh, that's a cool shot. And then we'll start to free up the feet a little bit. And then ultimately we're going to go up to the shoulders, come up. Now all the moves that we did tonight can be pulled off with the shoulder hooping at almost any speed, okay? The first move that we started with tonight, the hinge thing, where we hinge it towards the body, if I come up with both hands in the hoop like this, it's bouncing across my forearms or my wrists or even the back of my hands or whatever, if I push that one hand out and bring the other hand in, then I've just gone into exactly what we started class with. So I'm here. I bring both hands in, drop. Now, what will create the drop is I'm coming in here. I'm going to the left. So I'll give you very specific ones for those of you. I'm going to the left right now. My hoop is traveling to the left. My right hand and left hand are going to come in, and my right hand is going to slip out over the hoop and kind of hug it towards me. Yep, just like that. I'm going to the left. Both hands in. My right hand is going to go low. Not to confuse anybody, but if I do it in the other current, it's going to be my left hand going low. And then 2 point, left hand goes low. Same thing with the other move that we did. I'll show this one really quick. If I wanted to do that thing where I'm doing the horizontal sort of float move or whatever, I'm going to stall with the hoop. I'm going to turn with it. I'm going to stall with the hoop and put it in that lock and then come back and make the change. So as I'm hooping to the left right now, I'm going to stall into this lock. I'm turning with the hoop, stopping it, catching it, moving it into that lock. Let's see, here we go. Let me make sure I'm telling you. Yeah, okay, that's exactly right. Yeah, okay, after you make the initial stop, push your hands out a little bit so you can get some space to work in. So I'm here. Yeah. That's kind of the secret to this move, I'm realizing. And this might be a little too nuanced, but I'm trying to keep my, instead of being up here and doing this move, I'm going to try to keep my hands a little bit more out here. And that's going to give me like just a little bit more space. You see how I'm staying in more the middle of the hoop now? Okay. I love that track, but it's 9 minutes long. I don't know if you guys want to hear the whole 9 minutes right now. Okay. Are you? Okay. Okay, cool. Tara, anything to say? Okay, all right, so we're going to do a free hoop now. And I think we're already off of Facebook, I'm assuming. Well, wait, maybe we are on Facebook still. I don't know. I don't really get it. All right, let's try this one. So this will be the start of our free hoop here. Yeah, you're welcome. All right, we are young. We are young. I don't know if everybody understands that we're about to be older and older and older with every year. People are going to live longer. Hopefully. So the whole idea of turning 75 you know, it's going to be the new 30. We're just a few decades away from 200-year-old people. Anne says she just wants to feel good. Nice. Actually, that's a great point, Louisa. Doing it around your eyes is helpful, for sure. Yep, totally. Oh, I think you jumped. That guy looks weird. Okay, yeah, so we're just in the free hoop, so we'll just keep free hooping. Yeah, we can call it. This might be a little too down. Actually, that's too down. All right, I'm gonna switch. Oh wow, that camera keeps raising.
A Manhattan.
Is this song too weird?
Call me one, pour around for me and my friends. Cape Cod sea breeze.
A little too weird.
Long Island iced tea.
Oh, this is Tracy. I love this.
I won't go there or drink it if you pay me. When they come to waylay me.
Okay, all right. You know what? I'm gonna switch songs, and oldie but goodie. I love this track.
You and me, we used to be together, every day together, always. I really feel like I'm losing my best friend. I can't believe this could be the end. It looks as though you're letting go, and if it's real, well, I don't want to know. Don't speak, I know what you're saying, so please stop explaining. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts. Don't speak, I know what you're thinking, and I don't need your reasons. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts. Memories, they can be inviting, sometimes shining on me. As we die, both you and I, with my head in my hands, I start to cry. Don't speak, I know what you're saying, so please stop explaining. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts. Don't speak, I know what you're thinking, I don't need your reasons. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts. It's all ending. Let's stop pretending who we are. Said it's all ending. Let's stop pretending who we are. We used to be together, every day together, always. I really feel like I'm losing my best friend. I can't believe this could be the end. Don't speak to me. Don't speak to me now. I know. Don't speak to me now. No. Don't speak to me now. Don't tell me. Don't you tell me. I know. I don't need your reasons. I don't need you explaining. Oh, no. I know. Said I know, and I know, and I know, and don't tell me 'cause it hurts. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts. Why? Tell me why. Tell me why.
All right.
Don't speak to me. Don't.
Okay, this will be our last song, I think. Oh wow, it's already 8:15. Well, okay. Yeah, this will be our last one then. I feel like this one is not as chill as. All right, let's play this one. Yeah, this is better. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. Thank you, Tara, 2 times, and thank you, Anne. There you are. Thanks, guys, for showing up, and this will be our last song. Audible breath in. We started tonight with breathing. It might be nice to finish it.
Is possessing you. What the emptiness of losing hope. There's something I don't know as we slip into the darkness of a love that once was gold. And you can have my soul.
Thank you, Heidi. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Carla. Enjoy your spring break, Heidi.
And you can take control. Don't wanna be alone. I've been wandering so long into the unknown.
Okay, thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great night. We'll see you. Happy birthday to all of us. Stream birthday. Take care.